welcome back. My name is Jessica Signori and this is Love Flow. So, shall we have a chat? How are you? Are you okay? Are you washing your hands? Are you keeping safe? Stay home if you can. Self-isolate. If you're freaking out, please remember to self-care as much as you can, which means meditate, listen to things that makes you happy, possibly independent artist on Spotify, shop local if you have the money and you can spare them. Try not to freak out. Stay in contact with friends. Vent as much as you can and try not to kill your partner if you live with them. Or your flatmate for that matter. Mine are all dead. Hello, Editing Jess here, talking to you from the future. I filmed this video back on Sunday. I know it feels very nonchalant and I don't know. Things are different in London. We're already different around the world, but I kind of just wanted to bring a little bit of joy, talking shit about tropes. And I debated whether to refilm it in a more somber way and then decided against it because it brought me joy last Sunday when I filmed it, and I kind of just want to be able to rewatch it and not think about things for a little while, and I hope it will help other people feel the same. So, hope you enjoy. What is this video going to be about? It's mainly going to be about pet peeves in book, so the tropes that I really cannot stand, and most probably will make me close a book, put it away, say goodbye to it, and that's mainly it. Sorry, it's not much exciting. There is a couple of books that I'm really looking forward to read, but unfortunately I can't afford them yet. So, and I don't want to just get the ebook, so I'm saving up for them. I know it's not much, but and they will be Crescent Moon by Sarah J. Maas and the latest installment in the River of London series, which are my favourite, as you can see them here, and they really need false value to add to them. Also, that cover's glow in the dark. I mean, I don't really need to find it in the dark, but I want it. Anyway, again, this is going to be a very chatty video. Bear with me. It's not like the others are not chatty, it's just I felt like having a chat. So, what are the things that make me stop reading a book? Babies. That's the one thing. Whenever I ask friends for book recommendation, because sometimes I feel like something and I don't know where to look, or I'm just open to anything sometimes. The first things that they know not to give me is pregnancy book. Unless you're Elena. At that point, she will be giving it to me first, and then remember that I absolutely hate the trope. I like it. It's not a big deal. I just don't think they should be in modern romance. Especially not well-planned kids, especially kids that act like they're grown up, especially unsafe sex. I don't think it should be in modern romance because, guys, kids at work. That's all. You should plan kids. You should have them because you're at the right point in your life with the right person, or even without the right person, but you are in the right point in your life. You shouldn't be careless in 2020, let us face it. That's it. I really, this video is not going well. I'm not a fan of these we are taken by the passion, who cares if we don't have condoms? I'm not a fan of, oh, actually, you have a daughter. Especially if it's served out of the blue in the middle of a book that I'm actually really enjoying. Yeah, you know which book I'm talking about. Pregnancies, unwanted pregnancies mainly. Careless kids thrown around. It's just something that doesn't work for me. What doesn't work for me too is planned pregnancies for money. It just not in 2020, thank you so much. Unless it's like being a surrogate for a couple that can't have kids, and at that point I'm okay with it. Go forth, be fabulous. But the trope of, oh, we're getting married, or just we're getting together for fake so I can give him kids and it will give me 20,000 pounds. No. You can adopt if you have money, especially. There is ways around it. And again, nothing against surrogacy, hands down, but every part of it should be willing. There shouldn't be any part of this whole that is under duress, under stress, under blackmail, under whatever. So yeah, in general, and also just in general, I am not a fan of kids with my romance. Mainly because when you have kids, you have to look after kids. It can't just be you taken away for 5 days or 5 months and kind of like not coming back home to the kid because who cares? You know what I mean? You have to take responsibility as a human being, and that's it. I just don't like it. I have enjoyed certain books with kids, especially if they're not modern or contemporary books. I literally just finished a book that is an historical romance book, which is, I don't even remember, Trustworthy Kindle. I honestly never remember names of characters, names of books, names of authors, or times. I'm that bad. Where is all this energy coming from? I think it's because I can actually see myself now, because I've decided to try and film with my front camera instead of my back camera, because let's face it was just bad. So the fact that I can see myself and I know where to look is giving me a bit more of a feeling of talking with someone, even if that someone is literally me. I know, it's sad. What can I say? The Duchess Deal, that's the name. It was a 5-star, really good book, really quick, really lovely. This is not a book review, but you should go and read it. I just thought that the synopsis was just up my alley, which is weird because again, I don't like kids, and the protagonist literally marries for convenience to this duke, and she's a seamstress and he needs an heir, and she marries him for convenience. But those were different times, and you would marry for status, you would marry to have an heir, especially a male heir, so that he could inherit your estate and your title. It works. So yeah, I'm not saying it's right, I'm just saying that my brain thinks it okay to throw it there. Another trope that I really don't like is secrets. I don't like I have a secret agenda going into these and then it will just blow up in my face. I just think communication should be the base of everything, and there is way other ways that you can make angst grow in a romantic book. The usual, oh, you have to go and spy for him because you're a journalist, and then he will realize you're actually selling him out, and you will realize you're actually in love with him and regret every single decision you ever taken in your life. that gives me anxiety. But then again, a lot of things do. So another thing I'm not a fan of is triangles. Love triangles, can't stand them. Unless they are a transitioning triangle, or a triangle that it's clear who's gonna end up together of the three. I am a very monogamous person, which means my brain can't wrap the head around being committed to more people than one, but I'm also a Libra, which means I can flirt with walls. So I'm all down for flirting with more people, but just as a game. But the romantic interest in a book, for me to like the book, has to be one and only one. I don't mind a triangle, and I actually really like it, and it's very difficult for me to find it in book if it's a transition from one character to the other, because it makes me feel like it might be real life. You know, you are with someone and their relationship is not satisfactory, and then you find someone else, and maybe you fall in love with someone else, and you go to that person, you're like maybe we should give it up because I'm interested in someone else, and then you move forward. You have that 2 weeks of being like, bitch, I know you've been looking at someone else, but you know, there is respect to the end of it all, whether I don't think a normal triangle has any respect to it, because it's a lot of unsaid things, there is a lot of egoism, and there is a lot of just disrespect all around. For that matter, my main thing that I always look in a book, actually it's two things. Two things that I always look in a book are character growth and communication, especially in romance, for me are absolutely fundamental, because they have been used and misused up until now. Books over books have been built on the sole matter of miscommunication and nowhere to find character growth. And I am fed up of it. These thing of people don't change, you're always going to be the same. Meh. This thing of, oh, I will keep everything by myself, but I will blame them for not understanding what I have in my own mind without talking out loud. It just doesn't work. So you have a problem, you go, you talk to them. Maybe it will take 3 days, maybe it will take 4, and yes, you can use that as an angst, but then go there and talk with them. It's not a thing of, oh, I'm with someone, or I am approaching someone and I owe them to know exactly where I will be or what I will be doing. It's more of a thing of, I know they don't mind. I know they are sure about me as well as I am sure about them, and I don't fear them having a bad reaction, me being in the same room of another male character if they are a female character, or even another male character if they are a male character. Why not? So I think for me to really enjoy a book, there needs to be communication and character growth. I'm not saying they have to be in the entire book, but grow. You can grow together, you can get to know each other, and that's important. This is a pet peeve that I find especially in fantasy books, because I feel like I've talked a lot about romance, but in fantasy books, and it's also what kind of made me stop and really vet any fantasy that I come across and then I end up reading, like a passive hero. I just can't stand it. Unless it's like in the hands of very good people, then roll with it. Like if it's in a big group of people that care about him and doesn't want to use him / her, then I need to start using them. I don't use it enough because we don't have the neutral in Italian. But yeah, if we have like, if the main character, the one with the main power or hero or destiny or whatever, has people backing him up that have his best interest, I keep on saying his, they have their best interest in mind, then I'm more than fine with it. But the moment in which this person is passed into the hand of people that don't have the best interest at heart, that's the point in which, if the character doesn't rebel and kind of say fuck it, I'm just going to the book, because it wouldn't work for me. It would be just a misery of a book, me reading this person being miserable and then doing anything about it, and I already did that with my life. Thank you. So yeah, these are my pet peeves. I'm very fond of spoilers, if they're well placed. So if you have been talking to me, or you're my friend, or in general, you know that I will come to you and ask you, what are trigger warnings in this book, or is there any of my pet peeves? If there is any of these, I will ask you how long it lasts, if it's really pivotal in the book, and then I will actually think whether it's worth reading or not. That life is too short not to enjoy a book you're reading, and I don't have money to waste on books that I know I will not enjoy. Also, I'm a very weird person. I love series so much, but I hate waiting an entire year. So I've been known to not read a book up until the entire series is finished or close to it, so that I can just binge read. Come at me, I'm a monster, I know. Yeah, this has been a weird video. It's been all over the place, but I've enjoyed it. So I hope you're having fun. Stay safe as much as you can, isolate if you can, and read a lot of books while on quarantine. This is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this. You will find all the links down below. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye! On Instagram. Oh no, level battery. Come on. Are we still going?